Hi guys, I'm making this video to introduce our vocab for this week. I noticed that last week we had some trouble with vocab, and I think it's because a lot of you guys didn't look back in the story and read the actual definitions. And so I thought maybe it would help if I made a video of me going over all the vocab words and what they mean so that we can kind of improve on our vocabulary, because that's something that's very important. Now, one other thing. If you get something wrong or you aren't sure if you did something correctly, I more than likely will be commenting on your work, or I will send it back. So it's really important that you go and look to see if I commented so that you know if you did it right. Since I'm not there with you one-on-one, it's hard for me to tell you if you've done something wrong or not if you don't look. Okay, let's start off with our vocab. So first word for vocab this week is heritage. I'm gonna say it one more time. Heritage. Okay, so what this means is family or cultural history and traditions that are passed down throughout the years. Okay, so let me I know I just threw a lot of words at you and you might be like, I still don't understand what that means, Miss Moya. So this means that when you are a part of a certain culture, so for example, some of you guys are a part of El Salvador, their culture, sometimes, or in some other people, like if you are from China or from Japan or from any place, any country, there are certain traditions that you and your family do that entire culture does. So like China, they have Chinese New Year. That is a cultural tradition that everyone in China does. Okay, let's see, and then there's also stuff within a family. So there's cultural traditions, like I just said, and then there's also family traditions. So there are certain things that maybe your family does that maybe my family doesn't do. So like, for example, my family during Christmas, every single year, my entire family makes cookies every single year. That's one of our traditions. And I'm gonna pass that down to my children as well. Now, maybe your family does something different. So that is kind of what a heritage is. It's different for everybody because everybody is from different places and has different people in their lives. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'll say it again, heritage. Okay, let me get the next word written down for you. Okay, hold on. Trying to write on my whiteboard. Okay, next word is immigrants. I'm gonna say it again. Immigrants. These are people who come to live in another country. Okay, so if you are from one country and you come from that country and move and live in another country, you are an immigrant. So for example, if you were born in another country, like literally any other country, Canada, Mexico, China, Japan, England, anywhere, and you decide you want to come and live in America, or you decide you want to go and live in another country, you are an immigrant. That is what you are. Pretty easy. So if I'm from America, if I wanted to go and move to England, then I would be an immigrant if I lived in England. So it just depends where you're from and where you're living. Now, people who are from America and living in America, you are not an immigrant because you are from here. Same if you are living in the place that you were born. Okay, one more time. Immigrants. Okay, I should have brought an eraser. I'm just using my hand. Okay, next word. Most of you should know this word. Okay, interview. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Interview. Okay, an interview is a formal meeting where one or more persons question another person. Okay, so for example, actually, you guys should know what this is. If you see a lot of people do this on TV, they sit down with a famous person or someone and they interview them. They ask them questions about their life or their family or something they've made or something they've done. But you can do it with other people too. If I sat down with one of you and I asked you questions about something specific, that would be an interview. Same if you did that with another person. That would be an interview. Okay, we got 2 more questions. We got our next one, which you guys should know this word as well. Permission. Say it one more time. Permission. So if that means formal or official approval to do something. So if someone asks permission, they're asking if they're allowed to do that. So for example, maybe your little brother or sister asks you permission to use your toys or your clothes. Or sometimes you guys would ask me permission to go to the bathroom. So it's just a fancy big word asking if they're allowed to do something. Okay. Last one. Arrival. Arrival. That is the act of coming to a place. So if you arrive somewhere, that means your arrival to a place, that means you just got there. If we, at 8 o'clock, you guys all arrive at school. So our arrival at school, it's just a fancier word of saying you are now at that place. It's not when you're leaving, it's when you're first getting there, okay? Arrival. Okay, so those are all of our not spelling words. My goodness, my brain's all mush. Vocab words. So like when we did e-learning before, I'm gonna have every day some different things about vocab words and practicing what they mean and using them in a sentence. Now, remember, when we write sentences, we have to have a capital letter every single time, and we have to have a period. Now, whoa, sorry, I just saw a big flash of lightning. Scared me. Okay, sorry. As I was saying, we have to have a capital letter and a period, or if it's a question, you have to have a question mark or an exclamation point, okay? I have a lot of people that are only doing like 3-word sentences and there's no punctuation and there's no capital letters. Guys, we have to do this correctly or I have to mark you wrong. Since we're not going to be in school for a while, which is very sad, I have to grade you on some of these things that we're doing. And if you don't do it right, I can't give you a good grade. I know you guys know how to do this, so please try your best. I know typing on the computer you guys aren't as used to as much as you are writing, but if I want you to reread your sentence before you click enter, okay? Make sure it's all nice before you turn it in. Okay, that is all for our vocab words. If you need to come back and watch this again later on because you forgot, go right ahead. If you need to skip to specific words, go right ahead. Now, that doesn't mean, actually, I don't know what I'm saying. Love you guys. Bye.